5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Yo, what is going on, viewers of the tube? 12:40 p.m. here in the East Coast, 9:40 a.m. over on the West Coast, and probably nighttime over in Europe. I don't even know what time it is over in Australia, but if any Aussies are watching, welcome to Chico Crypto. Another live stream, epic one, I gotta say. Got a lot of information we're gonna be going through regarding the crypto markets. So one of the first things I want to talk about is just overall what's going on. Bitcoin is pushing back over 5,100. Got down into like the 5,050 range, close to 5,000. Hitting that resistance a few times, but it's been popping right back over. Definitely just because I started my live stream, it decided to, get going again because Chico Crypto started. So it's like, yeah, let's just get it over 5,100 for that. Oh, hold on one sec, guys. Need to grab my energy drink. But the title of this live stream, I'm sure some of you saw it, was there's an indicator that is pointing to maybe, possibly, this bear market isn't over. And the more I looked into it, the more I started to be like, thinking about it. So right here, this is the 2013-2014 bull run. I hope you guys can see this. I'm not sure how good you can see it, but this is the 2013-2014 bull run bubble, and then crash back down, followed by the rise back up past its old all-time high of around 1,200. Right here was something interesting. It was basically a bear trap that happened before the parabolic bull run. And the price that, after the price came back down, it hit around that bear trap price, which was about $160 to $200. And it actually double tapped it. First right here, and then it double tapped right here before the consolidation and the way up. Look at my TA right now. Look at that, you guys. Is this freaking crazy? Tyler's doing TA. But yeah, I mean, and what's funny is this last 2017-2018 parabolic bull run and subsequent crash has been very, very similar. So this is the chart out to today, basically. And right here, we had our first bear trap for, oops, that's not in red. So right here, we had the first bear trap right here. Then we had a parabolic rise. We had another one right here at the 6,000 range. But then we went to the top, of course, and we came back down. And then we hit, a couple bottoms here. And we tested 6,000 a few times. But then we came back down and started testing that first bear trap range of about $3,000. Tested it right here once. And, I mean, the timeline of this subsequent crash and parabolic bull run has been almost uncanny to the last one. So, I mean, if past history is an indicator of the future, then we may be right here. We may be thinking we're going back up, and we are going to have that second dip. So, I mean, if we extend it out, we're going to actually have one more dip down. And it could touch 3,000 one more time. But then after that, you hit the bottom. We are going to go right back up. Consolidation all the way back up to $20,000. Hey. Yeah, no, this is my TA. I use Paint, Microsoft Paint. I use Paint for a lot of stuff. I'm old school. But yeah, this is basically my TA. I mean, not big time. I'm not looking in short term, trying to day trade. I'm just looking at patterns happening in the future because this, the two Gartner hype cycle bubbles, they are uncanny. They are so similar. And if things are going to happen again, I mean, there are a few differences like the second bear trap where we hit 6,000. But I mean, if things are going to play out like they did in the future, it's going to hit 3,000 one more time. So, I mean, just be prepared for that, you guys. I mean, it's nothing major. I mean, yeah, our portfolios might lose almost half their value, But I mean, it's not going to be bad, especially if once we hit consolidation and we start on the way back up. I mean, right now, we shouldn't be worrying about trying to hit the lows. In my personal opinion, if you're just trying to not day trade and accumulate the good projects, dollar cost average in, and everything's going to be all right, you guys. Yeah, dude, I still use Microsoft Paint on the daily. I use it for all my image stuff. Luckily, I have my editor, James, now, who knows how to use Photoshop. I mean, I know how to use Photoshop a little bit, but not as good as him. When I was making the thumbnails, I wasn't doing them in Paint. Ooh, Gabriel is on the toilet. Nice. Good to hear. So, market movers today. Tezos, booyah, baby, over $1. One of my picks right there. Not much going on. 6% from Engine. We're going to talk about Engine a little bit later. Maximine, I don't even know what this coin is. Doesn't sound good to me, just from the name. KuCoin shares is up 8.5. Yeah. Lambda's coming back up. But I'm actually doing a video on this. Lambda is a new coin that's been popping up in the top 100, but a large chunk of its volume is actually fake. It's I don't want to give away how much, but it's over 50% of their volume is wash trade volume. So be careful with Lambda. People are manipulating it on the way up. I mean, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. You can make some money with people manipulating a coin on its way up. But learn to get out eventually, because a fully manipulated coin is not going to sustain itself long term, you guys. This repo is a garbage coin. I mean, look how wash traded that thing is. It's up, down. Coin I'm getting bullish on recently is Kyber Network. Using it to do swaps within my Ether wallet is fucking amazing. Like, it's pretty damn good. I'm getting kind of bullish on exchange coins and liquidity coins. Bancor is another one I'm getting bullish on. But yeah, small caps aren't doing much. Mainframe, garbage. Proxymax, garbage. Metablock. What the fuck? Yeah, just a bunch of whack coins. But this could be, so what I was talking about with, you know, we may have another dip down. This, what I'm about to talk about, it might contribute to that. So 50 million USDTs were just transferred from the Tether treasury to, who do you think? Binance. Binance is the largest holder of Tethers, the printed wash trade token. And what's funny is they're going to keep doing this and, you know, transferring over wash traded tokens to Binance so Binance can manipulate the prices. Is it going to be manipulated up or down? We'll see. We'll have to see. Hopefully up. But then, not only were 50 million Tethers transferred to Binance, but also about 8,000 Bitcoin were transferred from an unknown wallet to Poloniex. 4,001 transaction right here, $20 million. 2,080, $10 million. And then another of 2,000 worth just over 10 million as well. So, I mean, is somebody getting ready for a big dump that could contribute to this maybe? One more? I don't know. I mean, but the bulls, they are strong. With any big dump that comes, they're eating up the sell orders. Just like that. They're buying them up. And the price isn't getting pushed as far. We're not seeing those lower lows. We're seeing higher highs and lower lows. Or higher lows, I mean. Noob here, my thoughts on Loom. I haven't looked into it too much. I'm more bullish on Engine as a gaming token. If Binance was behind the manipulation, dude, what have they been doing, Zach Walters? Have you not seen Binance's coin? Actually, if you look at a University of Texas report called "Is Bitcoin Untethered?" and that was written by scholars from the University of Texas, BNB is 100% reliant on Tether wash trading, if you didn't know that. I'm going to do a video. I'm doing a video on it, and it should be out tomorrow. So, Zach Walters, your argument is... Yes, they are manipulating their own coin price. Way up. Have you not seen what Binance Coin is doing? It's growing outrageous. It's almost past its all-time high when Bitcoin isn't even close. So this was pretty interesting. BitMEX, Arthur Hayes, the CEO of BitMEX, who makes a crap ton of money. BitMEX is considering issuing short-term Bitcoin bonds. What in the heck? So yeah, we have margin trading through BitMEX, and now we're going to have the ability for short-term crypto derivatives, like bonds. Pretty crazy to think about that this financial infrastructure is being built. I'm sure this is, Arthur Hayes is a pretty greedy bastard. He's rigged BitMEX to, make him money. The house always wins, you guys. So I'm sure these bonds are going to be written so it makes him a crap ton more money. Chico, say hi to Charles Hoskinson. Hey, Charles. He's going to be here in Miami pretty soon. Pretty pumped on that, not going to lie. Yeah, ShipMex and Binance are both pretty big scams. I hate centralized exchanges. They're pyramid schemes. Make the ones at top all the money. BNB is going to $25. It probably will because 50 million Tether were just transferred to Binance. But long term, that's not going to sustain itself. And eventually, BNB holders... BNB is probably one of the more risky investments to be in. Because it is a centralized exchange token, you guys. If anything happens to Binance... the CZ gets arrested, guess what's? Wham! You're going to get fucking thrashed. So people who are in Binance, they're no risk, no reward, but the risk is way too high for me to even think about being in that. Maker is a good investment in my opinion, Andrew. That's why I hold... How many do I have now? 3.5? 4 of them? Thoughts on Ethereum going 1,000x? It's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Oops. Get out of here. What is it doing that? There we go. So that's pretty interesting about BitMEX. They're considering issuing short-term bonds. Pretty cool to see. It's cool to see that things like that are happening, but like I said, it's probably going to be in the favor of BitMEX and Arthur Hayes. Craig Wright. So this is some pretty big news. Craig Wright, Faketoshi, is on a suing rant. Well, he's not sued anyone yet. It's just letters. It's just cease and desist letters. He sent those to a lot of people out in cryptocurrency space who have bashed him. I've said he's not Satoshi, but that's probably because he's not Satoshi. But some people are being mean to him, like calling him a fraud and stuff. Well, saying he is Satoshi and he's not is kind of fraudulent, but hey. But they are being a little bit mean. So, some of these guys could end up getting sued by him for defamation and having a long, long legal battle. And then Faketoshi's homeboy, Calvin Ayre, is helping out. He's going after people as well. What happened to all the chat? Did my chat just break down right there? Did my internet go out? Everything still good? Is everything good on there? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good. It was just my tablet. Sorry, guys. Hey, thanks for the tip, Verge Jaguar. I appreciate it, man. So, Calvin Ayre, he's going after people as well. He's saying he's going to start suing people, and it's actually happening, you guys. Why is this fucking thing being so shitty? Trying to get your chats up on here. Not working very well. God damn it. There we go. So the first one they went after, sent the cease and desist letter, was to a Twitter account at Holonaut. And it looks like a lot of people are supporting them. They're changing their pictures to his on Twitter. People are donating to a legal fund. But, I mean, what if Craig Wright doesn't sue him? Is Holonaut just going to get a bunch of money? So, I mean, I wouldn't donate until you actually see a lawsuit against them. But Calvin Ayre, he's getting in. CZ Binance, he's coming at him saying Craig Wright is not Satoshi, any more of this shit, and we delist. And then CZ says, I normally don't like to get involved in debates, pick sides, etc., but this is going too far. I also didn't like the fact that the fork caused Bitcoin to drop below 6K, which caused pain to many in the industry. That wasn't the reason. CZ's stupid. And then, Pompliano, he says, every exchange should delist BSV simultaneously on May 1st in a sign of solidarity behind the only Bitcoin that ever mattered. The community is responsible of the people. Sometimes we must do the hard thing, not because it's easy, but because it's right. So, Pompliano is an ass kisser to CZ, so he probably CZ called him up and was like, hey, CZ, get my back against this. I don't like Craig Wright at all. Like, I mean, but them using their power to kind of bully around people is I mean, you're acting like Craig Wright right now, CZ and Pompliano. I mean, so this is one guy who's actually, Peter McCormack, if you watch my channel, you need to chill out because you're going to get your ass in some trouble, dude. So basically, he called out Calvin Ayre, saying, basically, mate, if this gets over 1,000 retweets and 2.3 thousand likes, I demand my lawsuit. But you aren't going to do it, are you? You're just trying to bully people into silence with empty threats. Craig Wright is a fraud, bring it or go jogging. Well, he posted it on April 12th, and it looks like within, the day he got the letter from them. So, don't bite the hand that not feeds you. Don't bite the hand that's threatening to sue you. Like, you doing this crap, you're going to have a long legal battle, Peter. Like, this is stupid. Stupid. Cool that you're standing up, but you're going at it in the wrong way, man. Total wrong way. Hey, what's up, everybody? So, then this comes out. Old John McAfee, he gets in. He says, CoinRivet, sued by Calvin Ayre. I'm suing Calvin for $800 million. Calvin stated that I committed murder. Completely unsubstantial. Cuba is a civil law country, making lawsuits difficult. However, I trace his assets to other countries. I will bankrupt them. So, Calvin Ayre, he did go after CoinRivet. Basically sent him a letter. I don't think they took him into court or anything yet, but said they were going to sue him because CoinRivet basically put out a article saying that Calvin Ayre was with underage girls. So, this has nothing to do with Craig Wright being Faketoshi. This is when Calvin Ayre was posting those pictures with those girls. People are so happy right now. It's insane, you guys. I can't even believe it. Hopefully I don't get myself a cease and desist letter here soon. But here's Anthony Pompliano basically saying they should delist. And then CZ, Binance CEO, he says their legal team is ready to fight any defamation lawsuit from Craig Wright. So, according to Zhao, Binance's legal team is well equipped to send a befitting reply. pointed out that the case defendant would be eligible to receive compensation for its legal expenses. Binance has an army of lawyers who have successfully defended the exchange in the past and have won financial compensation. So, and then in the article it says, the common man, on the other hand, is unable to foot legal bills of this caliber, which is one of the biggest drawbacks of the current judiciary system. This allows powerful individuals and organizations to harass and threaten them with lawsuits. Changpeng Zhao said that he was not afraid of a probable Craig Wright defamation suit against him or Binance, even if it exceeded $1 million. So basically, CZ Binance is trying to look like the good guy right now. But you guys, you know Chico Crypto, I got evidence, baby. They do the same thing. Binance threatens people with legal action all the time. They are just as big as a bully as Craig Wright. I hate that CZ Binance is trying to look like some savior when he does the same damn things. Here's a letter they sent to Blocknet after Blocknet showed the world what shady practices Binance was doing. Basically a breach of non-disclosure agreement notice. It was sent to Blocknet. Please take notice that Blocknet is in breach of the non-disclosure agreement between you and us, dated on 2/5/2018. Confidential information, as defined in the NDA, including documents of our commercial discussion, have been publicly disclosed in my YouTube video. Please take action to mitigate the damages caused to us by the breach by instructing the video publisher to remove any videos containing confidential information. Please also take notice that we reserve all our rights under applicable law and may take or request further action to limit our damages from this breach. They do the same damn thing. Like, screw you, CZ Binance. You are such a manipulator. I hate it. So, sorry I went on that rant, you guys. I just had to show you guys what's going on. Like, don't trust CZ. Don't trust that guy, or that way. He's just as bad as Craig Wright and them. I mean, it's bad people fighting with bad people. And I hope they go to war with lawsuits so they all go broke. Why do I like Stellar Lumens more than XRP from Paval? Because Jed McCaleb is the person who came up with XRP. It was his idea. If Digibyte hits $1, I'm taking a shit on my boss's desk. Woo! Binance will burn. Yes, Binance will burn. I haven't looked into Mike and his Galaxy Digital stock. Decred, no thoughts on it. If I haven't talked about it on my channel, no thoughts. I only talk about stuff I like. What exchanges do I recommend over Binance? Any BTI verified, Blockchain Transparency Institute verified one. Decentralized exchange, of course. Try to use that as much as possible. I mean, even Bitrex is better than Binance, you guys. Hey, thanks, Offshore. Huh? Can you display the article you're reading like before? It should be. The article's right here. Hey, good job, John. I'm glad you got with the Monarch token. Barter decks, yes. Nash is coming. A couple of working ones. BitShares decks. Waves has the decks. Oops. There's BISC, BISQ, which runs off of Tor. It's P2P transfer. Multiple DEX is out there. The liquidity isn't there, but if you're not a high volume trader, like what's $1 or $2 here? It's not that much, you guys. Do I believe Amisego can build the best decentralized exchange? No. Maybe. My thoughts on Xerex are bullish as hell right now. people should be accumulating 0x right now for the fact that there's going to be financial incentives coming very soon. So what's my next topic? Oh, so this is interesting. For any of you Neo fans, this isn't any support from me from Neo because I'm not going to support that project anymore. But this is a token, an ICO that raised about 21 million through their token sale, and it looks like they're closing their doors after like a year and a half. Didn't build much at all. I don't know how they burned through 21 million in that amount of time, but Chico Crypto does know because I do some research. They say they couldn't overcome regulatory issues in the United States, so that's the reason the entire project is shutting down. But here is one of the co-founders of it, David Chen. So I've met this guy before, and he was kind of a weirdo. Not gonna lie. He gave me some weird vibes. He was just really pushy with the project, trying to get me to support it. And the only reason I talked to him was because I was huge on Neo back then. And then there is this guy, Matt Moravec. He's a young programmer supposed to help build a project. These are both Silicon Valley, San Francisco guys, used to that kind of life. So I was like, what is going on? Oh, where do I have these all messed up? So I was like, what is going on? So I went to Matt's website, mattmoravec.com, and I started doing a little digging. And then I find Matt, he talks a little bit about him. He doesn't talk that he is the founder of Thor anymore. He says he is the co-founder and partner at Permium Capital Management, one of the first digital asset hedge funds in the world. So I'm like, what the hell is Permium Capital Management? Clicked on that, and takes you to a really basic website. Just a message, not really anything about it, contact. So I'm like, what is this thing? And why is this part of his thing and not Thor? So I started doing a little bit more research. I looked up what Permium Capital Management is, and it's a leading blockchain hedge fund. And it just hired people too. Josh Kernan as global head of distribution. This is August 9th, 2018. This is when they should have been building out Thor token. So I was like, maybe this is just one of Matt's side project. Maybe, he had some money set aside and he started his own thing. Well, you go down, and right here, founded in March of 2018 by Silicon Valley veterans David Chen and Matt Moravec. So this is what happened, you guys. They took the money from the Thor token sale. They used it not for Thor token, maybe a tiny bit. They used it to build their own hedge fund, crypto hedge fund, so they can go make more money. This is a classic ICO hustle that many projects use. They would run an ICO, they would take all that money, and then they would create their own venture fund. These guys should go to jail. I'm sorry. This is bad. Yeah, this is horrible, you guys. You smug bastard, Matt Moravec. Makes me sick that they did this to people. I mean, anyone who used that hustle, to get more money so they can create their own hedge fund, taking retail crypto investors' money, scaring them off, too. I mean, it just pisses me off. What's the difference between Quant and Elastos? A lot. You can't even compare Quant and Elastos. Quant isn't even its own blockchain. Elastos is a whole suite of things that make a new decentralized internet. That's awesome, Gabriel. So this is another example of, projects raising funds and then they taking that money for themselves to go create something not the token. If you guys remember B token, It's dead, basically. It has a $500,000 market cap, only $12,000 worth of volume. It's basically a dead token. And it looks like it's all wash traded volume from some bots. Only on a 1, 2, 3 exchanges. Pretty much dead, 100%. Oh, Thor took your money, Crypto Tiger? Well, I hope we're going to get it back. Hopefully the SEC is watching this. This is what they did with people's ICO money, you guys. SEC, they created a crypto hedge fund, venture capital fund, so they could make more money. They didn't use it to build out Thor token. I mean, and you can even see it from this article. They're hiring people back when they should have been building Thor token. Crazy. But B token. So this one was headed by this guy, total scam boy John Chu. I mean, so basically they raised around same amount, 15, 20 million, I think. And then they just decided, hey, we're not going to build B token. We're just going to create this company called B Nest. Basically not even use cryptocurrency, and it's for business people. It's like a Airbnb focused on business travelers. Nothing to do with their token anymore. It's like, what? How are people getting away with this? Like, why am I not watch some of my videos? Nah, hush. I talk about why I'm not talking about Neo. They're very shady. They don't tell you the truth. Yeah, fucking B token, dude. I can't believe that shit. So, again, if you guys... Oh, I got these actually right here. I might do a giveaway here soon. If you guys want a ledger. So, if you don't have hardware wallets, here's a Ledger Nano S. Here's a Nano S Limited Edition number 2. Hell yeah. And here's a Ledger on the Go kit. So, if you don't have a hardware wallet, this is the reason to get you one. So, if you have any of your funds on your phone, people are using a SIM card hack. Basically, what's it called? SIM swapping. And basically, they're getting your SIM card, not your SIM card, but getting a SIM card, getting your information on it, and then basically calling up, you know, your AT&T carrier, social engineering you, and then basically getting the SIM card on their phone, which lets them into all your information. So be careful about that. Oh, Crypto Crackhead, thank you so much for the tip, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I might do a giveaway here soon. I already have enough ledgers, and I got those sent to me, so I don't need them, really. So, yeah, watch out for SIM card hacks. These guys, 2 guys, drained like $20 million in funds from people. Looks like it was from my carrier, too. AT&T. AT&T is a joke. I need to get off them. Liquid exchange is legit. That is 100% true. So this was a pretty good article on Hacker Noon. I wish I would have posted it in the description. And it basically goes through how Bancor relays work for liquidity. So basically, a Bancor relay acts as an on-chain liquidity pool that performs pricing and conversion between any integrated token in the network with predetermined and foreseeable terms. So it's going to allow token creators to have some sort of liquidity. Even low volume tokens can offer frictionless conversions for their users in their earliest days or during periods of decreased volume. And here's a quick video by EOS Weekly explaining the process.
So the thought experiment goes like this. Imagine you had to find the fair market ratio of watermelons priced in terms of grapes. How many grapes equate to 1 watermelon? It's not 1-to-1, right? Most people would agree you'd need at least 20 or 30 grapes to equal the value of a single watermelon. But if you couldn't look up the pricing anywhere and had to figure out the fair value on your own, how would you do it? Here's how Bancor solved this in a rather elegant way. Bancor suggested that if you were to set up a stand at a busy marketplace, and you brought in a whole truckload of watermelons and a whole truckload of grapes, and anybody who came along with grapes could trade you for a watermelon, and anybody who came along with a watermelon could trade you for grapes. You are the simplest of merchants. Fiat money is never exchanged, just grapes for watermelons and watermelons for grapes. The only catch is this: the conversion rate is set by you, the merchant. And whenever someone comes along and trades with you, you will make a minor adjustment to the conversion ratio. For example, if you start the conversion rate at 1 watermelon for 1 grape, and someone comes along and gives you a grape and takes the watermelon, the conversion rate would change to 2 grapes per watermelon. So the next person would have to provide 2 grapes to get that watermelon, which would again cause a change in the conversion rate, moving it up to 3 grapes per watermelon. Fast forward to when it gets to, say, 50 grapes per watermelon. And at this rate, it'll have gotten attractive enough for people to trade the other way. So somebody comes along with a watermelon and takes the 50 grapes. When this happens, the conversion ratio changes the other way, going back down to 49 grapes per watermelon. By implementing this very simple logic of adjusting the conversion ratio in a certain direction based on which of the 2 fruits are offered, your conversion ratio constantly adjusts towards the fair market ratio.
It's pretty cool, actually, see how that works. I mean, this made me understand Bancor 100% more after watching this and reading the article, and that's one of the reasons I'm getting bullish on Bancor. Oh, Michael, when do you think Tezos will get listed on more popular exchanges? I feel like this crypto has the potential to explode once it does. Well, it depends. I mean, Tezos probably doesn't want to pay Binance for a outrageous listing fee, you guys. And they're not going to be bullied around by the exchange. So, I don't know. I think they're on good enough exchanges right now, especially with Coinbase and staking coming. They don't need that. I mean, personally, Tezos has the liquidity. Decentralized exchanges are going to take over. They don't need to pay listing fees to get on Binance or anything like that. Makes me hungry for a watermelon. Me too. Makes me hungry for grapes too. So, this was pretty interesting regarding Engine. If you haven't seen the movie Ready Player One, it's basically a multiverse and a VR, virtual reality environment where it's a gaming. People can go play different games, basically like people live in there. And it looks like Engine, the gaming token, is looking to build their own multiverse. They just released their Explorer, which is one of the fastest Ethereum explorers, and has ability for ERC-1155 blockchain assets to explore those as well. Oops, I thought I went further into this. Here's their announcement. So it looks like they're going to have basically like a Ready Player. If you've seen the movie, they had like a treasure hunt almost. If you found the Easter eggs in the multiverse, you would eventually control the multiverse. You would own it. And it looks like Engine is doing something similar. Where do they talk about their multiverse? Come on. So, yeah, they're going to have unique items throughout the multiverse through quests that take players on a journey through a multiple gaming worlds, much like the intergame treasure hunt featured in the 2018 box office hit Ready Player One. And the ultimate prize of this epic Easter egg hunt is called the Monolith, backed by 1.15 million Engine, valued at $172,000 at the time of this writing. So it is the first ERC-1155 token ever minted. I couldn't find details on, when this was going to happen, how you do it, but I'm going to be keeping my eye on this because I'm going to participate. I'm going to find the monolith. Hoorah! At what exchange do I suggest you buy Elastos at? Whichever one you can get access to. KuCoin's probably one of the easiest. I just talked about that, CP. We may be having a dip down here soon. Bitcoin's either going to go up or it's going to go down. My radar is tipping more bullish, but it has retraced a little bit since the beginning of the week. That'd be cool to have a Chico Army engine collectible. Here soon. OJ Simpson coin? Is that even on CoinMarketCap? No. What the fuck? We should make an alliance to find the monolith. Hey, but how would we split it up unless we had a smart contract written? That's the only difficult part, my friend. Decentraland. I don't think Decentraland is going to build it out as... It's not going to be like Ready Player One status, I don't think. I'm sure it's just going to be on screen. At least Decentraland is focusing more on building the VR environment world. I think Engines just is going to be games with your assets in a multiple, connecting gaming universe where you can bring your assets with you from game to game. No thoughts on Grinner Beam. The hype of that didn't get me excited at all. Enigma? Enigma's not delayed. Their testnet's out. Mainnet should be coming here soon. Do I think Charles Hoskinson is going to be okay? I don't know. I got to bring that article up, though. Now you just reminded me. Go to my account. It's all funky. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so if any of you are Cardano fanboys in here, I'm sure this is going to make you sad to hear, but your homeboy, Charlie Hoskinson, he's checked into rehab for his narcissistic personality disorder. This is hilarious article, you guys. CoinJazeera is hilarious. Basically, it says... So one guy, pseudo-anonymous crypto troll, Cardano sucks ass, says Charles Hoskinson doesn't even work on Cardano anymore. All he does is use crypto conferences as an excuse to travel the world and take selfies. He is more obsessed with his face than an Instagram butt model. What kind of self-proclaimed CEO takes so many selfies? It's madness. After deep investigative research into thousands of selfies that Mr. Hoskinson posted on his Twitter, we couldn't agree more. His selfies. He is like a girl posting selfies. Like, check me out. Snapchat. But yeah, if you guys want to check out this article, just search CoinJazeera Charles Hoskinson. It's hilarious. I'm not going to read it all to you. So, this is pretty interesting. This just came out right before I started the video. The International Monetary Fund and the World Bank have launched their own cryptocurrency. It's a private cryptocurrency. It's not public yet, so none of us could get our hands on the coins. But it's called the Learning Coin, and it will serve as a hub knowledge by storing blogs, research, videos, and presentations for the staff at the IMF and the World Bank. When staff achieve certain educational milestones, they will earn Learning Coin. And so it's only accessible within the IMF and the World Bank, so not available for public purchase. However, developers are testing how staff can redeem the coins for some kind of rewards, making these coins a store of value. So Learning Coin is a test project for these mega institutions to better understand blockchain technology for future implementations. What's interesting is, guess who's working with the World Bank right now? Elastos. World Bank, IMF, they are spreading their tentacles out into the blockchain world. I'm not saying that there's a full-on partnership with Elastos, but it is confirmed that Elastos has been working with them. They've had 3 meetings and created a joint research group to look at creating a medical registry on top of last dose.
There was crypto.
And then this was pretty interesting
all sorts
too.
Of companies now getting into this effort, not least among them Facebook.
Wow,
what kind
really
of
low
threat does
volume.
this pose to the traditional banking system?
Can you hear that?
Well, I think it's, you have incumbents, the banks, commercial banks, and you have the disruptors. And clearly the disruptors are having an impact on the incumbents. We just heard a very large systemic bank here saying that they're launching their digital coin.
Can you hear this?
Currently piloted in a way within the institutional clients, but to be scaled beyond that. We heard from the European Central Bank
No one
that
answering me.
they have launched in November something that is called TIPS, that enables all the banks in the Eurozone to actually transfer instantly at virtually no cost money between them. So I think.
So this is, if you couldn't hear that, what she is talking about basically is the Eurozone has created something. Okay, cool. Created something called TIPS, and I want to look into this. Hey, what the hell? Sir Newton, thank you so much for that tip, man. How about Suqwa? Never heard of it before in my life. SUQA coin. Suqwa. What is this? Really low cap. When did it come out? Last year? I'll check it out. Secure infinity nodes. Oh, Ghost Acosta, am I aware of any news on Theta? Not recently, no. But I haven't been digging my nose in. If you have any news to let me know, definitely. I'm still super bullish on Theta because of what is built. Sliver.tv is excellent. It's probably one of the best streaming cryptocurrency platforms out there. DLive, which PewDiePie is moving over to, DLive is garbage. It's a scam, too. And PewDiePie's reputation might get damaged big time for that move. I mean, the whole thing's a scam. But I'll take a deeper look into this after the video. Small exchanges. They have a wallet. See their hash rate. It's low hash rate right there. They might be able to get 51% attack pretty easy. But regarding what that lady, the IMF lady, was talking about, tips. So basically it is a intercontinental, cross-region payment protocol for the Eurozone. And it looks like Ripple was like, hey, Tips is going to be using us. Like, allegedly, Ripple was like, yeah, that's ours, you know. Ripple got partnership with banks around the world. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, Ripple? Really? Really? No. European Central Bank was like, hi there. And someone asked, does it use Ripple? European Central Bank was like, hi there. No, it does not. Tips is a service offered to banks by the Euro system. It's an extension to the RTGS system, Target 2, and will be monitored, funded, and defunded via Target 2. Ripple is just full of a bunch of liars that think no bank's gonna work with Ripple, you guys. They're gonna create their own systems. Ripple fanboys are delusional. I hope none of you are Ripple fanboys in here. If you are, get the fuck out. Because they lie all the time. Like, they're trying to take claim for tips. And then they got found out. No. They do this all the time, too. A Japanese bank just left Ripple as well. So, keep that on your mind, you guys. Don't fall for Ripple's cripple, shipple, dipple. You get what I'm saying? Thoughts on Seller? It's garbage. It was a Binance scam token. Any project getting launched on Binance right now, all it is CZ's friends, you guys. Like, somebody CZ knows, CZ's in bed with, like, all those projects are going to be absolutely garbage. Ripple my nipple. Oh, this is everything. Engine. Oh, there's my engine stuff. Oh, so going back to engine, this is actually the Explorer. And here's the multiverse info about the platform right now. Supposedly, there's a total reserve of 2.5 million engine within the multiverse assets. It's created 6 months ago on October 18th. 17 different assets, 19 holders, 82,000 transfers. We can check out the assets too. Pretty cool. I want some of these assets. I'm gonna get in the block. Should I? Oh, there's the monolith. Wow. I'm gonna get that. That is mine. I can't wait for this stuff to come out. I'm gonna be probably doing a video a week on blockchain gaming once this stuff is out and robust. I'm gonna maybe have to do more if I want to be the one that finds this. So I would be down actually. I'll make a Telegram group once stuff gets going with all this and we find out more details, where we're going to become a guild. And our one goal is to find the monolith. I'll get a developer to write a smart contract, so if it does get deposited to a wallet, we can... I don't know. That's tough. We may have to have a governance model to decide what we do with it. Do we sell it right away on the market and just distribute the funds evenly between the guild? Or do we hold it for a certain amount of time, then sell it and distribute the funds equally to the members of the guild? Am I drunk? No, I'm not drunk. Are you drunk? The big companies are not going to just flush them out. Celsius lending platform. I've never heard of it, Luke. So we're gonna build a guild, Chico Army Guild. We're gonna find it. Oh, this is funny. So I was browsing, was it Eth Trader or our Ethereum on Reddit, and then this came up. It's basically a new concept called an interest-bearing cryptocurrency. I was like, what in the heck? So I just checked it out. This is basically a pyramid scheme. Comes with pooled interest, staking longer, pays more. Mt. Gox anti-dump protection. What is it even talking about? Mt. Gox in here. And they have referrals, bonuses. I mean, once you see all this kind of stuff, you're like, I know this is a Ponzi scheme. Like, so it's called Serenium. And why I'm bringing it up is because it's doing a similar thing to something called Bitcoin Hex. I mean, if you look at both their websites, they're almost similar. They're like the exact same thing. Talks about your rewards, issuance, referrals, Gox me not. I mean, it's the same damn thing. I mean, they're just trying to... I mean, both of these are Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin Hex, Richard Hart. I mean, this is absolutely stupid. Richard Hart doesn't like me at all because I don't like Bitcoin Hex. So, I don't care. Richard Hart, in my opinion, can go suck a wiener. Yeah, both of these are BitConnect. Yeah, Mt. Gox anti... I mean, they're both the same damn thing. They're both just Ponzi pyramid schemes. Interest-bearing tokens. Like, what? Are there any good decentralized bank protocols? Not that I know off the top of my head, Andrew. There's one I was looking at the other day, but I can't remember its name off the top of my head. Where am I from, Tyler? I'm originally from Orland, California, but my hometown is Chico, California, where I lived most of my life at. Bitcoin sex. That's a good name for token. Dirty token. Yeah, people who think Bitcoin Hex is the next greatest thing since sliced bread is crazy. It's not. I'll tell you that right now. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. I gotta fix this light. The filter fell off. So yeah, I think that's actually all the content I got for today. I'll answer a few more questions. Haven't been on for yet an hour. Got about 5 more minutes. Usually I do an hour on my live streams. What's everyone up to? How's their weekend? I didn't do jack shit. I was busy this whole weekend. Oh yeah, did you guys like my one video where I talked to ladies? Don't drink. Oh, 616 people watching. That's what's up. Hell yeah, all 616 of you. Let's get this up to 666. Down with the devil. Woo! Oh, 620. Let's get it up to 666. Come on, keep them coming. Keep them coming. But yeah, this was a good episode. I like doing this stuff. I like going out. Like I said, I made a Twitter post. I'm going to be bringing in more original content that no one else does. Because, for one, I just get bored doing the same damn thing. I can't just sit and do a green screen and read news. It just gets so boring. So I'm going to probably be doing more videos like this, going out on the town. That girl had some tiggle bitties. Not that one. First girl I talked to. And then where's some tiggle bitties? This girl, where's the pretty one? Heck, a pretty one. Oh, right here. She's a babe. Brazilian. No 666. That's just a number, you guys. Stop being babies. But yeah, so my next video, probably with ladies, is I'm going to be doing crypto pickup lines. And I'm not going to have my cameraman, right up in their face. He's going to be off in a distance so they don't know it's on camera. And I'm going to see how many girls' numbers I can get with crypto pickup lines. Hey girl, you want to go check out my private key? Let me stuff your hardware wallet. Do I think USDT will trigger a collapse? I don't know. It seems like our US government is almost in cahoots with Tether, so I don't know, man. Yeah, she's a babe. Did I score any poontang? Wouldn't you like to know? John Garcia, thanks for the tip, brother. Appreciate it. Let me get some nudes of her. Tyler gets a sexual harassment? Nah. Ladies love me, man. It's kind of hard for me to get when they love you. I know, that was the first time me going out in the sun in a while. I mean, with my type of content I was doing earlier, it forced me to be inside all fucking day, except when I went out and shot for like an hour. I am energetic today. I have a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? Your laptop just melted after seeing her. We should have... No, then I would have got people saying I was sexist if I did things like... rated them based on hotness. Even some guys in the comments were like, oh, you're sexist. I'm like, why is this sexist? There are some guys in here guys in the comments too saying that's the most cringy thing I've ever seen. The guys who say that are the guys who never have the balls to go up to a girl like in their life, and they're just actually at home jealous that they're watching this, so they're like, I hate that guy for doing something like that. I have checked out BlockNet's X router. I like BlockNet a lot. They have actually great tech. They built it themselves, and Binance tried to copy it. Well, for those who just joined, let's redo this. Boom, 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 boom. We'll finish it off with this for those who just joined the live stream. Hey, Tal Lee, thanks for the tip, brother. I appreciate it. Jackpot sites for crypto? Yeah, Paul. Most in crypto are guys, and a good percent are fapper. I'm gonna choose them all. I like all women. So for those who just joined, I'll go through this one more time. So look, this is the 2013-2014 bull run, and during this parabolic, we had a little thing called a bear trap before it went parabolic at about $160-$200 range. Then we got to the top up here, and then we had the epic crash. And it hit at its low around the bear trap range back here at around $160-$200. And then it's had this little recovery phase right here. That went on for not a full year, went on for about 6-7 months. Hey, thanks for the tip, our Rafterman. I appreciate it. But then what's interesting about this in 2013, 2014, around after that bull run, in about 2015, we had one more dip where it hit that bear trap $160-$200 range. And then we hit consolidation and all the way up back past the old all-time high. Hey, CHF, thanks for the tip, man. I appreciate it. Now, if we look at what's going on with this last 2017-2018, we had a similar thing happen. We had another crazy parabolic bull run, of course, but we had right before, we had a bear trap right here. And it was around the $3,000 mark. We had another one that happened, but this one was more caused due to the China FUD. It wasn't, if China FUD never happened, we probably wouldn't have had this dip. So that's an outlier. We went up to the top, and now here we go back down to the bottom. We tested the 6,000 bear trap range a few times, and then we had a fat dip down, and we hit our low around $3,200. I mean, if things are going to follow what happened based off of previous, these Gartner hype cycles are uncannily similar. So if things are going to happen like last time, we should have another dip down to 3,200 range. Right about here. Oops, let me get my circle out. And then, after we have that, if past performance is an indicator of the future, then we'll have consolidation up back past $20,000. That's Tyler analysis for you. Right there. That's about as Tyler analysis as it gets. Where's drawing one? There we go. But, so if you miss that, that's basically what the title of this video is about. If you guys joined in middle end, so you don't miss that. Yeah, but like I said, it doesn't really matter if you're not a day trader. We are in accumulation zone right now. You're not going to get that much of a better buy. Yeah, our portfolios might take another major hit, but they will quickly come back up. It's not long term. Showing TA. Yeah, that's some of the best TA I have ever seen. Am I taking cocaine? Yeah, lots of it. I'm in Miami, man. What else are you supposed to do here in Miami? No, I don't take cocaine anymore. Thanks, Gabriel. I appreciate it. Ripple has become a stablecoin. Maybe they should rebrand into a stablecoin. It might be better for them. Joe, hola, brother. Shout out from Miami. Probably gonna go out. It's pretty sunny right now. But we're in the rainy season where it gets like around 3 p.m. All of the water from the Everglades evaporates off and then comes over to Miami, and it just torrential downpour around 3 to 5 p.m. every day. So I hate getting caught out in that shit. No, I don't like cocaine. Cocaine's probably the worst drug out there. Too expensive, and it only lasts like 20, 30 minutes. Oh, I know. I saw that. A man was just killed by a big old bird here in Florida. Crazy shit always goes down in Florida, you guys. It's craziness here. Alright, guys. Well, I've been on for a little bit longer than I expected, so I hope some of this information got you thinking. I mean, I'm not saying with 100% certainty that we're going to be going back down into 3K range, but just looking at past performance, it might happen. Tal, dude, another tip. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Just based on the past, it could happen. I mean, you got to be cautious. And, I mean, my sentiment bullish meter is more bullish than bearish right now, so I don't think it's going to happen. But I'm just, letting you guys see the different options that could happen. I mean, the more you understand the markets, the more you look at things different ways, the better you're going to get. So, DMT, that's a hell of a drug. One hell of it. Alright, guys. Well, I appreciate every single one of you tuned in. All 647 was my peak concurrent. Didn't get it up to 666. Everyone who threw a tip at me, you guys are excellent. And tomorrow, badass video is coming where I'm going through the exchanges, the fake volumes that are going out on, because of that Bitwise report put out 95% of volumes are faked. I found out there's a large percentage, but it's not 95%. Bitwise, they just put out that report and didn't say how they got any of their information. I found some people that actually did research, verified computer algorithms, and we find out how much trading volume is actually fake and which coins are the most wash traded. So tune in for that video. It's going to be excellent. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.